In this video, we are going to learn about our next control structure, which is called branch or branching in Java program. Branching is simply like an if-else situation in real life. That is something like if you want this, do this. If you want that, do that. Just kind of selecting an option among multiple different options. A simple example in the right hand side of the slide can clarify the concept. If you see this example, you just assume that you are driving on the highway and at some point of time you came to a junction point where you have to make a decision. That is, you have to take one among two different options. That is, if you want to go to the forest, you have to take the right, or if you want to go to the city, then you have to go left. So that is the branching. Among two different options, you are selecting one. Among two different choices, you are selecting one of them. In the program, that can be thought of just like this picture in the left hand side of the slide. Here, just assume that your program is executing through this path, that is instruction 1, instruction 1A, instruction 2, instruction 3, something like this. That is sequentially, it is executing instruction by instruction. After some point of time, it encountered some sort of condition over here. Now, based on that condition, the program can select its own execution path. For example, if the condition is evaluated to true, then the program will be executed through this path, that is instruction 5 and onwards. On the other hand, if the condition is false, then the program will execute through this path, that is instruction 4 and onwards. So that means in your program there are two different paths possible. Here is one and here is another path. Now, based on this truth value of this condition, it is selecting one of them. If it is true, then it is selecting this path. If the condition is false, it is selecting this one. Now focus on the code snippet in this area. In Java, actually, this if, else, or this branching can be implemented using two keywords called if and else. Now, this code specifically is actually implementing the fact that I have discussed just few minutes back. That is your forest and city example in here. Here what I have done is, first I have declared a variable called var of type string, and I have set the value to city inside this variable. Then I have started an if condition. Now inside this if condition, I have checked what value have been stored inside var. If the value inside var is equal to city, then you have to go left. On the other hand, else means just the opposite. That is, if var not equals city, something like this. That is the meaning of else. Else you can system.out.print go right. So this is the exact representation of the situation in here in Java code. So that's what the meaning of branching in Java, and this is a simple example Java program using the branch control structure if else. Now in the next video we are going to learn more about branching through a Java demo program.